Why are you carrying that knife with you? Why on earth are you carrying a knife with a blade 12 inches long? You're going to jail for 10 years because there must be some kind of intent there. And if you use a knife, irrespective whether you take someone's life, if you plunge a knife in someone, it has to be you attempted to murder that person. As far as we're concerned, you have murdered them, you're getting 20. If you're carrying, 10. If you're using, 20. And if you do end up killing someone, it's life behind the door without parole. You'll take your final breath in jail. Does anybody else want to start carrying knives?
Knife crime in the UK is just out of hand. What is going on?
Second male detained. He's going to be placed under arrest for possession of offensive weapon. He's got a sword of him. If I could have another.
We witnessed the consequences of carrying a weapon. A young man walking down a street in West London when he is stopped by police who suspect him of carrying a weapon. As he empties his pockets, the officers find a large Rambo knife in his possession.
Do you carry that weapon?
Because I live in fear of my life, and as long as I've got this with me, I feel safe.
Well, that looks a bit more than self-defense to me.
Scare tactics, the bigger the better.
Stop and search happening in London. A young male found with a machete.
Why so many? It's always the same. You don't really need that. You don't need that many. They fall up at the floor. And they've got to But then also, what the hell are they doing with that big knife? They're not doing anything. This is
Oh, fucking hell.
At the moment, you're under arrest, alright? Possession of an offensive weapon.
That's your good friend. I have a badge.
Fucking hell, look.
That's your
Right? Reason for the arrest is we've searched you. I got this on you, alright?
You're good, Tex.
I can drive.
Okay, not record.
What's your problem?
Not record, that's my bridge, and don't record.
What's your problem?
Don't record him.
What are you recording him for?
Because that's my bridge, and I can do that. I know him.
I don't give a fuck. I
know him.
I don't give a fuck. What do you mean?
I know him.
What do you mean?
That's my boy, you can't.
I don't give a fuck who's your boy. I'm filming.
I can't record it.
Yeah? Okay. Obviously, the situation's shit.
Can't record.
But physically, you're right, yeah?
There's a game going on the streets of London, right? The whole carrying knives thing is a game. Because I'll be honest with you, do you think majority of people that have stabbed somebody and he died wanted to kill him? Is that what you think?
A machete.
No comment.
If you were to catch up with these boys, would you even use that knife,
No comment.
that machete on them?
No comment.
Let's say then that you've seen them walking or running towards you. I haven't finished yet, Mohammed. At least let me answer. Yeah, let me ask the question first, because you may want to answer it. If you've seen these males running up towards you, did you think to maybe call the police and let us deal with it?
I got stabbed with a Rambo, akhi. The knife went through my back and came out of my stomach.
His stab vest ahead of another night ridding the British capital of weapons. This is what he's collected in the past 2 weeks. All the blades are illegal to carry, but easy to get hold of online.
We're talking about bone, tissue, nerve damage.
Farron's gained a big following on social media, where teens eager to get rid of their weapons, no questions asked, seek help.
Man's got something I don't want, you get me?
A 17-year-old boy's reached out on Instagram, wanting to hand over a blade. Farron operates in a legal grey zone, not condoned by the police, nor actively discouraged. He knows more than most about what knives can do.
So I was stabbed on 2 different occasions, 9 times each occasion. So to me, how can I say, knife crime's personal.
We meet the 17-year-old who's noticeably relieved to be handing over his knife to someone he feels he can trust.
Yeah, brother, give me that, yeah? Now, brother, listen, I'm going to take care of this. it's going to get disposed of properly.
This is the harsh reality of living in England due to the knife crime epidemic.
How young were you when you started carrying?
13.
13, same age. Gotta ask you guys, why are so many young people carrying knives now?
Some people don't even have a choice, innit? That young person has to carry a knife to protect himself from other people trying to come to him, you get me?
So are you carrying knives now?
Yeah, we've all got something on us for real.
Can I have a look? Can I ask a question? Where did that come from?
You can get that online, you can get that anywhere.
I can get it around the corner.
One phone.
Can I touch it?
Go ahead.
What? Look, let's be serious about this, boys. You know that is designed for one thing and one thing only. That's not for use in the kitchen, right?
It's very unsettling that I could just get a knife that easy, because imagine somebody that's 16, 17 and they're thinking, I'm going to order a knife off Amazon and it just comes to them, you know? You can just fake an age. It's like there needs to be restrictions.
Kitchen knives are one thing, but the zombie knives are another thing. And the thing is, I think the tech companies have to also sit at the table of how they can help intervene. Because if I say the word knife now in front of my phone, guaranteed somewhere in my timeline I'm going to see a knife, something's going to happen, a knife crime's going to come up. That is an algorithm that's not helping the situation.
Have a look at this. I'm now brandishing in front of you a 21-inch, brutal-looking black knife. It is sharp, believe you me.
It's terrifying.
It is terrifying.
It is terrifying. If someone approached me with that, I would think it was the end of my days.
It is one of the most scary things that I've ever held in my hand.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it.
Horrific.
I bought this online for £23.49, entirely legally. And I had it sent to this
all because
studio.
of the script or writing.
It has got no writing on it. If that had writing on it that said Zombie Hunter 5000, it would be illegal. Because it doesn't, it is completely legal.
So you've done nothing illegal, so you can sit in that studio opposite me with that 20-inch knife, which would kill me in seconds if you... Yeah, absolutely.
Kill several people.
In seconds.
It is terrifying. But it gets worse, Nick, I'm afraid, because I've heard from several police sources, in fact, this is where the story was alerted to us, that they're turning up to raids on the properties of known violent criminals. They're finding knives just like this. But because there is no writing on the knives, the police can do nothing. One police officer described it to me, the legislation, as completely pointless. Now, we've also spoken to criminal lawyers who've confirmed that the loophole exists.
Now, I love South London. I love South London to death. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else in London apart from South West London. But what's going on with all these stabbings and, like, in broad daylight, in the wee hours of the day, like, I can't explain it. Why are kids walking around with machetes and samurai swords and all sorts of shit, man? Something's got to change. And I know it's not just South London, it's just getting heavily reported. That's how these things go, and then areas get bad reps. But, like, it's actually sickening, like, especially seeing little kids. Imagine having kids in school and you're thinking you're sending them to school and they might not come home, man. Something's got to stop. Something's got to give. I don't know. And you know, people will always go and say, oh, like, you need the youth centres back. I really think you need the youth centres. Community needs to come back.
Last night, Brighton saw the fatal stabbing of a 17-year-old boy at the hands of a 16-year-old. People from the Brighton community have said they've never seen anything like this before. But like I said, knife crime is spreading out all over the country and it's getting more severe. After extensive search in Brighton, police arrested a 16-year-old boy on suspicion of murder. The victim, who has not yet been named, was taken to hospital and on Thursday afternoon was pronounced dead.
The family of a 15-year-old who was stabbed to death in Croydon have shared their heartbreak at the loss of their beautiful girl. Eliana Andam was killed on her way to school, whilst reportedly trying to protect her friend from her ex-boyfriend. It's claimed he pulled out a foot-long machete and stabbed her after she leapt to her friend's defence. Now her aunt has paid tribute to her niece, revealing she wanted to be a lawyer.
This is Hackney Central Overground Station in London, where a man was shot and stabbed in broad daylight on March the 1st. The 20-year-old is in a critical but stable condition, and the police investigation is underway. There have been no arrests so far.
Luke was killed by 8 knife wounds to the body in a random attack following a flippant skateboard comment. How many more parents and families and friends have to go through the pain and the heartache that knife crime brings?
Keep going, gotta keep going, gotta keep going, gotta keep going, gotta keep going.
Keep coming down. Keep coming down.
Let me get dressed. Look,
Keep
I'm
coming
dressed.
down.
I'm dressed. Let me get
Stop
dressed.
there. Stop there.
Oh my God,
Stop.
you're mad.
Take 2 steps forward. Take 2 steps forward.
Boss, I'm not
Listen,
moving. I'm not
listen,
moving.
Godfrey, you're under arrest for murder, okay?
I'm not
Listen
moving.
exactly what I'm saying. Put
I'm
the
not
phone
moving.
on that radiator. Put the phone on the radiator. Do not make any sudden move.